Yes, guys, welcome back to the end of the video on the YouTube channel, and it's finished. Arsenal 3, Bournemouth 0, 3 points, 3 goals. Weekend is saved. We've got the job done, and yeah, we made hard work of that, but it's 3 points, and that is arguably the toughest game we have left out of the way. Man United is still a huge game, don't get it twisted, but I was actually more worried about Bournemouth going into this game than Man United. Man United concedes 20 shots a game. We should be sweeping past them with no hesitation, even at Old Trafford. Like, they have no brand of football whatsoever. And then Everton towards the end of the season, which should be winnable because, yeah, they're not really playing for anything, are they? But you just never know. Look, on today's game, I thought it was a solid performance, but as I said, I thought we made hard work of that, especially in the second half. I thought Bournemouth actually gave us a good game. They created some decent opportunities, especially on the counter-attack, as expected. But the second goal from Trossard, brilliant finish in the far corner. Another assist from Declan Rice, we'll get onto him later on. Pretty much, yeah, buried the game, really. And it was just a sigh of relief because it got to a point in the second half where the fans were slowly starting to get nervous because Wolves, what am I on about? Bournemouth was starting to create some decent opportunities and a goal was starting to creep in. But no, we made it 2-0, weathered that storm, and yeah, it was comfortable after when Bournemouth literally went down the other end and made it 2-1, but it got disallowed because of a foul on David Raya. In my opinion, I don't think it was a foul. I think Raya got away with that big time. So, yeah, hopefully we get through that much stress again. It took so long for VAR to disallow the goal. But luckily for us, it did get disallowed, and we went down the other end once again and made it 3-0. Declan Rice, a goal and an assist. What a player. And I'm saying this right now. I'm putting myself on the spot. If we win the league this season, Declan Rice wins player of the season. I don't care. 14 GA this season for a CDM is ridiculous. Another goal for him. He's just on fire. What is going on with the brightness? My God, the lighting is a joke in my room. I need to invest in more lighting. But yeah, Declan Rice was just scintillating. He's so good to watch. And with Partey in midfield, he enables Declan Rice to push forward. What a player, man. Worth every single penny. None of this Casado or Enzo Fernandez nonsense. That is how you spend 100 million. Declan Rice is, for me, the best midfielder in the league, joint with Rodri this season. So, argue with your nan. Havertz, what a performance, from him. The penalty, you crafty boy, because I thought when he first went down, I was like, you know what? He may have dived here. But, yeah, look, it got given, we'll take it. I didn't know he had the dark arts in him, but look, we'll take it. Saka slotted it away. A very important goal before the break, in my opinion, because if it was going to be 0-0 going into half-time, then it would have been squeaky bum time. Bournemouth would have grown a little bit more confidence, like they did in the second half. But look, whether you think it was a penalty or not, we thoroughly deserved to go into half-time 1-0 up because their keeper kept them in the game. But at the same time, I thought Bournemouth did get hard done by. However, I thought there were some wrong calls from an Arsenal point of view as well. I mean, Christie should have been sent off. I mean, you saw Saka's leg after the challenge. Disgusting challenge. Studs up, catches Saka early on in the game. No red card. I mean, I don't know if VAR even checked it, which was an absolute farce. So sort yourself out, because the refereeing on display today was slightly questionable. For me, that was a red card on Saka, and I think Bournemouth should have had a goal, and to an extent, I think the penalty shouldn't have been given for us before half-time. But again, these rival fans, I love their tears, man. Look, whenever Liverpool and Man City get them sort of decisions, silence, an echo of silence. You don't hear anything. But the moment Arsenal do it once, they're yapping for days. And I love it. I love their tears. So, unlucky. Unlucky. They won't pay attention to, of course, the Saka red card incident. None of that. They won't obviously touch on that. The Gabriel offside. So it evens itself out. We had a goal disallowed. They had a goal disallowed. So you can't have it both ways. And even if the penalty didn't get given, we still would have won 2-1. And if Bournemouth's goal would have been given, we still win 2-1. So, yeah, cope harder. So, man of the match today. It's tough. Saliba was quality. I thought Rice, I've already touched on him. He was excellent. Havertz, what a performance again. His hold-up play was sensational. The only thing that was missing from his game was a goal. He set up Saka multiple times in that second half, and he didn't finish. Speaking on Saka, I thought he had a decent game as well. But again, should have scored. We'll let him off because, again, took his penalty really well. That is a pressure penalty just before half-time. And just cool, calm and collected. 20 goals in all competitions. The first player to do so, first Arsenal player actually, to do so since Aubameyang, if I'm not mistaken. So, the GA is still there, but there's no denying that his performances have dipped drastically this season. But still, please, do not take away the fact the guy does step up when his team needs him the most. Not all the time, but, you know, he does do it occasionally. And, yeah, hopefully we do get some proper competition in. Jesus, when he came on, I think he was playing on the right, which I've been banging on about this entire time. We should convert Jesus as a right winger. Today, he got brought on as a right winger. Assist. What an assist that was. A no-looker as well. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Trossard, I thought, had a pretty poor game up to the point he scored. But this is the thing, like, even when he's playing poor, he still contributes to the team. He is, by far, the most clinical player we've got in our current team. And that's another goal for him. I think that's, 16 goals for Trossard. Brilliant player. Such an underrated figure in this team, man. One of the most underrated players, actually, in the Premier League, I'd almost argue. He is that good. 27 million we paid for him. Excellent business. But yeah. What more is there to say? 3-0 win. The pressure is back on Man City. Hopefully, fingers crossed, Wolves do us a favour. But it's highly unlikely. I think City will still run out victors. But we never know. It only takes Man City to drop points once. And suddenly Arsenal, we're in the driving seat. So, yeah, we'll see what happens, man. I'm excited. We've never been this close to a Premier League title in all of my life. Even last season, we capitulated at the end. This season, we haven't. Got 2 more games. Win them 2, and let's just hope. City have 3 games, I believe, after the Wolves game. So, 3 games left for Man City. 2 more games for Arsenal. 2 games I'm expecting us to win. Because you know what? I actually thought Bournemouth was the toughest game out of the 3 games we have remaining. Man United, still a big game at Old Trafford, but let's be honest, they concede 20 shots a game, so I expect us to blitz them at Old Trafford, and then Everton at home. So it's looking good. But still might not be enough. That's the most painful thing. We've tried everything, and that's the thing I cannot fault. We've tried absolutely everything. Fewest goals conceded, most goals scored, most goal difference. Like, fucking hell, what more can you do? But anyway, guys, this is where I'm going to lock it off. I appreciate everyone who has tuned in, as always. And I'll see you in the next one, obviously, which is next week against Man United. Another huge game, another cup final. Let's go. Come on, you good.